My name is Axel, as Rob said. I'm an architect, have been for almost a decade, and I travel around in everything cloud and everything PowerShell. And I'm here today to tell you how much disk space 20,000 beers take on your device. I've been working in data projects lately, and on that journey I stumbled upon a lot of different sinks for data, and Microsoft kind of made this new Fabric stuff that's built on all the other data factory and Synapse and other stuff, and now they actually have this Lighthouse thing, and there they expose Parquet files to the end users if they like them. And of course I said, Parquet files, that's just like CSV files or any JSON file or anything else, so there must be an import Parquet file, but there wasn't. So I had to do that myself, because that's what we do when we love this PowerShell stuff, right? And since that was last year, I have a new project this year, and this year it's OpenAI. Well, who would have guessed? This stuff is everywhere. So this year I work a bit with Doug Finch, who develops this OpenAI stuff for PowerShell. So he made this module that makes us able to talk to OpenAI very easily, and it just needs authentication to a backend. In this case, it's an Azure OpenAI thing, and there is an LLM on the end of that. So that's just been authenticated now with these few lines. You probably all know the splatting bits, so I won't dig into that. I'll just run this code really, really fast, because it's not always that our backend wants to answer when we ask it for stuff. But in this case, I'll ask the LLM about the 20 Belgian beers, the alcohol percentage, the name, description, and IBU score, so I can get a nice list of data I can use for the example coming up. We sent that to the LLM. LLM gives nice answers, so it would give me a ticket with, sure, I can give you that. Here is some markdown containing a JSON, so I have to strip off all the noise, and then I have a nice object later down. The reason for this these things in between is I could maybe figure out what was wrong if it answered incorrectly, but in this case, well, I got kind of a list of nice beer. I guess you guys have probably tried them all, but I think I need to stay a few more days to get through this. Well, in case that didn't work, I had something planned, but let's just skip that real quick and go to the measurements here. I've chosen three formats in all. 20 beers is not too much, so I just give 1,000 of those, and then I have 20,000 beer in my variable there, and create a new directory, and then we export the documents to that directory. Well, you know, this line with the 29 here would fail, so if there was a directory before, so you now all know there wasn't, so you know my files are good. They have been export Parquet, export Excel, and export CSV. And by the way, Doc also does the export Excel thing from the import Excel module. So remember him when you work with Excel. Just to have a look at the files themselves, because we can't see them yet. Whoop. Here we have 3 file types with the same content, 20,000 beers. In CSV, that's more than 2 megabytes, and then it just drops from there. And as you can see, the Parquet file is 0.21% of a CSV file. So basically, this is how we store enormous amounts of data in very little space. And just to make sure that I didn't cheat here, we can also import the file here, and running that gives us 20,000 beers. And nobody really counted that, so maybe we should just do this. Yeah, 20,000 beers. So that is basically the size of 20,000 beers on your disk. And then when you come here, you learn new stuff. So Justin just showed me how to install his fantastic compilation of things. And now you can see I shouldn't be using these aliases, because they give me little orange thingies. Yes, if you think this is fun, if you're working with big data, use the PS Parquet. Do Parquet files. They're cool. If you want to see what's been done here, you can also go to the project site. It's all open source, so you can just clone it or fork it or whatever you want, and change it, make it better, make a pull request. Yeah, or just file an issue if you find something. That was it for me.